Sit down, down, sit down, down, sit down, down the road. Jack. Let's do a posture check first. Welcome everyone. I am Ron. This is Ageless Balance. We're going to start with me scratching my back. We're going to start with because it itches right there. You don't have to do that. That's just my back itching. That's not a move yet. We will be doing something back there though. Posture check. Get yourself out on the edge of the chair if you can. Glute fold right there at the edge of the chair. So that spot right between the butt and the thigh, hamstring muscles, and roll the shoulders back, ears over the shoulders, over the hips, looking right straight out in front of you. Keep yourself here the whole time. Always remember this feeling so that when we do these rolls, these rotations and hip hinges, this doesn't move. This stays exactly where it is. So we're going to start here. Getting out to the edge of the chair helps you to work the core just a little bit harder. Every exercise is a core exercise. Bring the arms up overhead. Deep breath in. We should actually start exercising and I should just shut up. And arms back down again. In through the nose as you bring the arms up. Nice and deep, and exhale. Again, don't go so deep and so hard that you like topple over because you get dizzy. Don't have to go that far with it. One more time up and bring the arms down. Whole lot of stretching going on. Take the hands, palm back, reach back as far as you can without doing a hip hinge. Yes, the hands go higher when you do that, but feel what happens in the shoulders. Nothing. Bring the arms up as far as you can get them. And then nice and slow, rotate the hand, palms up, bring them up over the top. Feel that great stretch. And then back down, again, rotating the hands, palms down, and then keep them that direction as you bring the arms up behind you. One more time, scoop up, over the top, all the way back, or as far as you can get, and then back down again. If that rotation hurts, don't do the rotation, just palms forward. That rotation just helps get the joint loosened up as you do that rotation within the joint, but that may not be right for your shoulder. If it's not, don't do it. Arms up, hands together. We're going to roll the shoulders out. So start in your neutral and just stretch the upper back, squeezing those muscles in the chest. As these muscles contract, it brings the shoulders in, bringing the arms right straight forward. So you're not leaning out to do this. You're keeping your neutral position, back straight, and then reaching out with the shoulders. So this really concentrates on the side of the back, right around the shoulder blades when you're doing that. All right, hands, arms, hands and arms out in front. Follow the left around. Chin follows fingers, follows arm. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Bring the hands back. Don't go very far with this for the first one. The reason we use the hands is that elbows out forces the shoulders into that straight line. And then you can get back just a little bit farther because you're bringing those shoulder blades back and squeezing them together. And back to the middle again. Plus, we're getting that vestibular system working the eyes, being able to turn the head with the eyes open, not getting dizzy. Shoulder blades back. Get a little deeper this time. Bring it back in. Stay right up front. Don't let the chin drop to the chest. One more time. Other side. Bring it around. Follow it. Watch that hand. Bring it back. Shake that out. Ooh. Chin up. Chin up. It's not that bad. Look up. Look up. Look up. Shoulders back. Right straight down the side. Chin goes up. Get those shoulder blades back just a little bit more. Chin up just a little bit more. Feel the stretch all the way down the front. We're going to take and rotate the head. So it's going to be turning with it extended and then dropping down on the side. Looking right out over the shoulder. Right there. You're looking right there. Look right there. And then bring it up. The top. Hold right there. Shake it out. Give the neck a good, like that. That's what you have to do. Back up at the ceiling. Shoulder blades are back. Turn the head and drop it to the side. So we're getting all kinds of rotation in through the neck as we do this, up and then back down again. Chin to the chest. This one, make sure those shoulder blades are back. You do it. Bringing the chin down. The shoulder blades are back. You should feel this great stretch right at the base of the neck, all the way up to the base of the skull. And we're going to slide the chin along the chest. And if you haven't shaved yet today, then you're probably going to get caught up on the fabric in your shirt. And bring it up. Oh, wait, you guys don't shave. Okay, so for me, down. I need to remember to shave if I'm going to be doing this exercise. Bring it up on the other side, turn the head, look out over that shoulder. Bring it back down. And relax. My favorite. We're going to go this side first, ear to shoulder. So first thing you want to do is get in your neutral position, ear directly over the shoulders. Arms down, because what you want to do is just bend the neck to the side, bringing the ear to the shoulder, but don't grab your head and yank it down. Pull on your hair. I can't do that. Take the other arm instead. Just let gravity do the work over here, and then take that other arm and reach out. Find the spot that gives you this best stretch from the base of the skull all the way down into the very top of the arm, catching this deltoid on the outside of the shoulder. Get the head back. If you don't feel it all the way along the side, make sure that your head is back, not chin to chest or too far back. You need to be right in the middle to get all those muscles along the side of the neck. And bring it back up. Roll those shoulders around. And other side, same thing. I was going to go to the same side. Come down. So I felt it immediately. I was leaning forward. Bring it back. There was no stretch. And this should all feel it all the way down here. And drop that hand. Push the palm out. And bring it back up again. Feel good? Move that neck around now. Shoulders up to ears. Bring them right straight up. Again, you want to make sure you're aligned. Shoulders should be right underneath the ears. You're looking right straight out in front. Two things you don't want to do. Chin to chest, shoulders behind the head. We do that a lot on this one. Seems like we're doing better. We're not. We need to bring them right up the side so we don't stress out the neck. Up, up, up. And drop down. As the shoulders drop, gravity's going to pull down. They do a little stop. Work the muscles in the upper back. Squeeze those muscles and bring the shoulders down just a little bit more. Down into the back. And feel a great stretch. Again, trapezoids, very top of the back. And one more time. Up. Nice and tight. And then drop and relax. And down. Shake that out. Little shoulder rolls. Starting with the hands down. And then as your shoulders say, hey, this is okay. I can do this. And you just keep taking a little bit more and a little bit more. Palms up on the way up, down on the way down. Again, if you can't do that rotation within the socket, that's fine. But if you can, get that extra rotation in there. A little more stretch, a little more flexibility, a little bit of range of motion. Up. Palms down, palms up. Only as big as is right for you. Come back to the middle. We're going to go backward. Start small. Start small. Shoulders getting sore, arms getting tired. Make it smaller. Get the elbows in. If you can, extend out the arms. You get a little better stretch that way. Palms down, palms up. Rotate at the top. Scooping as you come up. Turning it over and pushing as you go down. And around and down. Phew. All right. Arms around to the back. Stretch out the chest. Grab onto the back of the chair. Deep breath in. Exhale. Coming forward. This time, shoulders roll forward. Chin doesn't come to the chest, but you do roll that hole from the middle of the back or all the way up the shoulder blades forward, stretching out all across the upper back. And again, bring the arms back. Grab onto the back of the chair. and bring it forward, stretching that upper back. Hands together right here, and do elbow flies first. So you take the hands, put the upper arm parallel with the floor, elbows together, and then bring the arms out to the side. Stretch out the chest, squeeze those muscles in the upper back, pulling those shoulder blades back, and come on back to center right there. And out, out, out. I could not get my arms, when I first started doing this, I could not get my arms anywhere near to bringing those elbows together when I came forward. That's how tight my back was from this, from slouching all the time, letting the shoulder blades just collapse there. In and back out again. Bring the arms down on the side and bring them down. Shake that out. Next thing we're going to do is arm up in front. We're going to alternate over the top as far as you can get it in the front, and then the other arm back as far as you can get it. A little extra stretch here when you're going two different directions. Other way, sweep them forward and back as far as you can get it. Nice thing with this one, it really holds your posture, because the one arm wants to take you back this way, the back arm wants to take you up forward. Kind of live right here in the middle where you should be. And down, and up. Roll it back. And last one. Squeeze it. And down. Torso turn. Starting out, genie style first. Looking right over the wrist and follow it around. Don't let the hips turn. So I found this. You're going to like this. Feet out. You can still do that rotation. You've got a more solider base underneath you, so you're less likely to do this rotation of the knees and that. Just pushing down right straight into the feet. The only problem with this is it doesn't use the core as much. If you can do it from here, this is the best way, because now the core has to hold those hips straight instead of that wide base holding it in place. And back to center. But if you have any problems, if you want to get more rotation, just get the feet out there a little bit more, and you'll be able to turn just a tad and be safer with it. It's to prevent injury. And back to center, arms out to the side. Sides, shoulders back, looking right straight out in front of you. Rotation, chin follows chest, arms stay in a straight line all the way around. And back in, a little more leverage with those arms out there. You can get just a little bit deeper. Stop in the middle and turn the other way. Bring it back to center. Shake that out. Arm outside the opposite thigh. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest out, chin up. I say chest out, chin up probably 50 times a day. Up. Roll the shoulder blades back. Squeeze them. And then do that rotation with the back arm. Use the hand to bring you around, to bring that back shoulder around. Front arm stays right where it is. Knees don't move. Chin can't go to the chest. In doing these, that was the one piece, that chin to chest, that caused the most problems for me in my back. Once I got this up and remember to look right out in front of me, I took care of that problem with this exercise specifically, with that lower back. Bring it around. Shoulder blades back, chest out one more time. And this is such a good exercise for the spine. And bring it back in. Arms up, hands in front. Platter, serving platter is what you're doing here. First thing you're going to do is just reach out. Right straight out. And bring it back in. Elbows right by the torso. Right straight out. Shoulder blades are back. Down and reach through the arms as far as you can get them. If you keep the shoulder blades down, this is much harder. You just kind of roll out like that. Nothing to that. Keep the shoulder blades back. Stay in neutral. Hands mid-torso and stretch it out and bring it back in again. I get an incredible stretch to the front of the shoulder. Rotator, bring it out. This is a great one for shoulder blades back. This really gets you into that neutral position. This is all shoulder blade doing the work here to pull you back. This puts us in neutral. This is what you're looking for all the time, even when the arms aren't doing that external rotation. This is where you want those shoulder blades to be, right there. That's how you want to feel it. It's a great cue so you know what to look for every time. And if you find yourself rolling down and you're having problems getting those shoulder blades back, do this just to get you there. And then you can let go. You can feel that curve in the lower part of the back as you do it. And release. Shake that out. Couple more. One hand up. One hand from the back. So one over the top, one from the bottom. Roll the shoulder blades back. This is not about touching fingers together. You may very well be able to do it. Yeah, that just has never been a thing for me, ever. I can't do that. You can try fingertip to fingertip. And this is one of those exercises we use for testing flexibility in assessments. I can't do it. Other side. I do have a pin in one of my shoulders, which does limit how far the shoulder will go in my right shoulder, how far I can get behind. And especially this exercise, this movement right here is the hardest for that shoulder. So I can kind of use that as an excuse, but that's all it is an excuse. So you got as far as you can get, one more time each side, up and over. Like I said, this is the assessment that we use. Can we touch fingertips together? I can't even get close. And you know, it's funny. I could get really close when I did this every class. Switch over and up. These have a lot more stretch classes, yoga classes. This is one of the moves. And I could do a lot more with this exercise. And bring it down. Shows you how much, if you don't use it, you lose that stretch, that range of motion. All right, grab a drink of water. We're going to be seated yet again. We're just moving on to the extremities. We're going to use the hands. Wrists, fingers. Because we don't do those very often. Super important exercises if you have any issues with arthritis. I have one knuckle that I have that in. So you want to make sure that you're always making that movement, whatever it is that you have problems with. So, for example, when my mom was in my class, we would do these exercises and she would say, I'm not going to do them because it hurts my fingers. Yes, it is going to hurt a little bit. Run the hands under hot water first. That helps, but you should always be moving them because the less you move them, the worse it's going to get. So first thing we're going to do, shoulder blades back, chest out, serving platter thing, just fist, display the fingers, flex it, and extend. That's it. It's that easy. In as tight as you can get them, and then back out again. In and out. As much movement as you can get through there. And back out. Palms toward you. So palms are up. Flex right in through the wrist. You want to feel the stretch on the outside. Outside of the arm. Through the forearm, through the wrist. And back down. Now the stretch is on the underside, which is on top. So it's the top side when your hands are upside down. Up. It's like a car, shiny side up. And back down. We had a guy I used to work with who he rolled 3 cars. He was not a crazy driver. Well, okay, maybe kind of. But we always had to tell him shiny side up whenever he would go out on the road. Down and 3 times. I've never known anybody who flipped a car 3 times. Flipped it. Upside down. And relax. Shake that out. Take the hand. Palm facing away, the Spider-Man kind of thing. Grab the fingers lightly. Leave a little bend in the elbow. Don't lock the elbow out. Leave just a little bend in there because what you're focusing on is right here, that wrist. Bring it down. So we did it without the assist here, which was great. So I was curling my fingers up There's a much better stretch you get when you extend the fingers out too. It's a much better stretch. And release. Other side, same thing. Extend the arm. Arm goes up, but don't lock the elbow completely. Keep a little bend in it. Grab onto those fingertips to fingertips and pull back, not hard, not hard. You just want to feel the stretch going up the inside of the arm, which is the top of the arm. We did that already. And down. Other side. Grab on hand, palm against the back of the hand, and just push back a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And relax. Other side. Same thing. Not hard. Go light, light, light. If you can do a couple of them, that's great. We don't have that kind of time, but exercises every day. I have this tendency, once I started to get arthritis in that one knuckle, I start doing this a lot, just to keep it flexible. Okay, same thing, but this time, hands on the thighs, and we're going to roll just the wrists side to side. The reason I do that is if you have the arms up, knuckles or the elbows have a tendency to flare around. You can do this here with the elbows right next to the torso, but you really give yourself a solid base here so that the only thing you're moving is the wrist. That's all you want. Fingers are splayed out, rolling in, rolling out, in. So this is a set of arthritis exercises that we're doing. This program was part of my arthritis training. I'm going to go through most of it, in and out, trying to hit all the joints. Check that out. Circles. One way. Rotate much as you can. Flip it around as you're going. Palms up, palms down, in and out. Anything you want to do. Down all the way around both ways. Up. It all makes a difference. Any rotation you can get, and keep it going. And again, these are great exercises anytime. Wrists and hands. We lose that grip strength. We lose the ability to really tighten up on things. We lose the ability to clutch. And so we have to make sure those are flexible enough and strong enough. Hands right here. Palms together. We're going to meditate. We're not going to meditate. I don't meditate well. That requires me to relax. I'm not good at that at all. Palms up, shoulder blades back, roll the hands out, point the fingers forward, bring them back in as far as you can get them. Out and in. But we can do more with that. We can. We go out, fingers pointed away from us, elbows right straight out to the side, and then pushing the palms against each other. It's like you're driving out through the palms. It's like squeezing the glutes to get the hips out and stretch. It's a great stretch. Palms against each other, right straight back in, fingers up, same thing, up overhead, push. Bring it back down, elbows out as you come down. Keep the force on the palms of the hands. Let the force be with you. Palms together, fingers out, push. Tighten up those muscles, squeeze, and just get those arms out as far as you can get them. Bring them back in. Point them up. Blast off. Up, over the top. And back, down again. Palms together, elbows in. Diagonal. Up and down. Up and down. We've got all the other directions. We had to do this. We had to do this. And that's that thing that if we do something the same way and leave something out, go in the other direction with it, we leave something out. When you do it, you notice it gets tired a lot faster. When we do an exercise that we haven't done before, we're usually using different muscles, and you can feel the difference. And this is one of them. that you really feel this in the forearms as you're doing this back and forth. Down and up, down and up. Take that out. Oh, good. All right, hands out. Another thing really important, not looking at the fingers, tapping thumb, 2-finger splay every time. Get those hands out, full extension, those fingers, out, in, out, in. You don't have to go fast. What you need to do is be able to just find that fingertip and then extend out, in, out, 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 back, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. Tip, out, shake that out, shake the arms out. Hands should be nice and loosened up now. All right. First thing we're going to do is hands down at the sides, shoulders back. This is first thing for the next set. Arms up. You'll notice we're working on an area at a time. Just bring the hands up in a curl, tap the shoulders, and bring it back down. There's nothing to that. Nothing to that. But really get the shoulder blades back as you do this. Arms right by the side. Here's how you cheat this one. You go down, bringing the shoulders down to the hands. Get that range of motion through the shoulders or through the elbows, up as far as you can get them. Then bring the hands in and then back down again. You're going to feel a stretch here as you bring it up. Getting those hands back. These are little pieces. We lose this range of motion in certain things, and it starts limiting what we can do, being able to reach. And if we can't get the arm out, we start using the rest of the body to do things. And so now we've taken and we're turning the back. We're putting our whole self out of alignment, putting a lot more strain on the joints, down, back up, on the bones, grab the shoulders, bring the elbows up, elbows right straight forward. Here's what's easy. You go to the sides like that and you don't even realize it. Squeeze your chest muscles, bring the elbows right straight up, alignment, shoulders and elbows right straight forward, as high as you can get them. And bring them back down. Again, up as far as they'll go, and then get just a little more out of it. You're going to feel the muscles in the back working to help pull you back. That's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Elbows have to stay in. I cheated it in. Great thing about the monitor, I always know if I'm doing it right or not. And down. One more time. Up. Bring it back. And then arms up, straight up. Reach as high as you can. Keeping the hands apart, keeping the arms, wrists, hands, elbows, shoulders all in alignment. Back down. Grab onto the back of the shoulders. Bring the elbows down. Bring the arms down. All the way. And shake that out. Was that fun or what? Grab a drink of water. Part 2 is in the books. Mine's right here, right next to me. I'm just going to sit back down again, grab the water. I wanted to practice sit to stand. That's why I did that. We're working our way down. So one thing we do, one of our favorite exercises for all of us, I get a lot of compliments on this one, get a lot of requests for this one. Crunches, core. Just leaning back. Lead with the shoulders on this one. You want to feel first thing that happens is the shoulders go back. If you get too far back, you're going to try to counterbalance by putting the head forward, getting weight. And it feels like you're going, oh, look how far back I can get. Core is not playing any part in that. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out, opening up the chest, opening up those abs and back. And with the shoulder blades back, exhale, coming forward. This is a small move. You may not get very far back. It's not like the shoulders have to touch the back of the chair. But one of the ways you can make it a little easier is if you sit back a little bit in the chair, and you may need to do that. Otherwise, you may be falling backwards, and that's fine. As those muscles in the core get stronger, you're going to be able to get out farther. And exhale right here. Bring you back up, making the core do the whole thing. Back down. Back. And up. Arms extended. As you go back, keeping the arms up, roll the shoulder blades back. Hyperextend the back. Bring that chest wide open. Deep breath in through the nose. Feel the stretch through the rib cage. Arms come down first to help you forward. Exhale. And bring yourself up. One more time. Arms up, over the top. Reach back with the shoulders first. Get those arms back first. Hyperextend the back. Deep breath in through the nose. Drive the shoulder blades back. Chest out, stomach out. And then bring the arms down. Roll yourself out. I can get pretty far back with that. You may not have been able to get that far back. It doesn't matter. Shoulder blades have to be back. Shoulders back. Chest out as you go into that drop. Wherever your arms can get to, as long as the shoulder blades are back, you're fine. Higher arms just give you a little more leverage, but they're not necessary. If your shoulders can't do that, but you do this enough, your shoulders will get better. You may never be all the way back. That limitation may be there permanently. I have some of my shoulders that I can't do, and that's okay. But you want to keep what you do have at least and bring it back down. Okay. That was that. Butterflies, inside the feet together. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Say that all the time. Knees drop. Stretch through the inner thigh. Such a good feeling. Use the hands, bring them back in again. So what I don't want you to do on this one is the legs get way out to the side. This is the important part right here. Shoulder blades back, little curve in the lower back. As you're doing this, shoulders are back. You got this curve in the lower lumbar. Don't really push on the legs, but just roll the shoulder blades back. That's going to give you just a little more stretch to the thighs, but be really careful of the inner thighs. But because they are out so far, I want you to use the hands instead of trying to use these muscles and the inner thigh and the groin muscles to pull everything back in. That's a lot of pressure on those muscles. One more time, stretch them out, shoulder blades back. Deep breath in and exhale, coming back to center. Again, feet out. Hands on the thighs. This is not part of the Arthritis Foundation exercise program. I just like this exercise. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Again, really concentrate. Shoulders are back. Chest is out. Feel that curve in the lower part of the back as you come down. Push through the arms. Push through the palm of the hands to get those shoulder blades back even more. Control the drop, how far you can get. Stop when you start to feel a good stretch. Stay right there. But then you can, using the hands, if you don't use the hands there, you're really up to the back doing all the work to hold you in place. You got the hands to help you. You can make these little tiny adjustments, going down just a little bit more. Deep breath in, exhale. Now using the palms of the hand, shoulder blades back, push yourself back up again. Do there. Try to tell me that doesn't feel great. Just try to tell me that. All right. Out to the side. One leg out, one leg in. Bring it back in. So you want to start small on these because what you're going to concentrate on first is that the sits bones don't move. Hips are forward, out, in. Control. Lift the leg to the outside and tap. Nothing happens through the hips. Everything stays square and flush with the front. And in. Up and out. And back in again. So a couple ways you can do this. First way is keep the toe pointed forward and reach out as far as you can without doing what I was doing. Don't lean out the other side. Don't do it. It's ridiculous. Up and out. I know better than that. And back in, up, out, hip flexors, top. You're getting the inner thigh with this, but you're also working those muscles to keep the toe forward. That's going to stretch out more along the thigh here and coming back. Now, the other way is toe points out to the side. Completely different stretch. Now you're on the inside of the thigh as you're doing that. Using those muscles on the outside to keep that knee and toe in alignment to the side, which gives you just a little better stretch in here. It's amazing, those little differences. out, and in. Knee and toe always going together. Once you get out to the side, as far as it'll go, out. What you don't want is the knee to go out and the toe to stay in, or the heel to stay in. And back in. Heel wants to go out. Heel wants to stay in is what it wants to do. Out and back in. One more time. Step out, hold it there, step out on the other side. Shoulder blades back. Get a little wider than you were before. Keep it right there. We're going to walk them in. Toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in, and we're there. Notice every time I did this, knees stayed over the ankles. The knees don't collapse in. You want all the rotation to happen in the ankles, down there, down by there. Out, 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 which means the legs have to move with each one. It's not letting the whole hip, everything move together. Just the ankles are the important part in this. And out, out, because you want to get that flexibility in the ankles. It's another part of us that tightens up, freezes up. We lose that flexibility in it. And the minute we do, that's when we start running into broken and strained and sprained ankles, because it doesn't have the flexibility it needs to adjust when the surface is not flat. All right, here's one. We don't do it very often, but just ankle on the shin. All you can do is just bring it up. That's it. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out, and drop it back down. Pull it up and drop it back down. This one doesn't matter. We're not trying to do the outside of the hip on this one. It's just bring it up. It's a shin slide and back down. So we're getting rotation and movement up and to the side. What we're doing is we're working the joint completely. Knee and toe are always in alignment, but this hip joint is now up and around at the same time and then back out. We want to get as much movement through those hips as possible. Again, falls prevention, keeping yourself stacked, keeping your hips straight. Instead of going from side to side, we're going to the other side. Instead of the hips going from side to side when you walk, putting stress on all the joints below it. Everything stacks. If the hip is out to the side and the torso is over here, you're not balanced anymore. You got weight going in two different directions. You could fall either way. Up. You want to be strong and tight right in the middle. Everything has to stay there. A couple more times. Bring it up. Shoulders back. And down. One more. One more. Up. And back down. Again. Hip walk. Really concentrating on the hips on this one. So you're out on the edge of the chair. You are. That's where you are. You're on the edge of the chair. Glute fold right there on the edge, shoulders back. Pick up one cheek. Roll just that hip back. Feel this area move. So what you don't want to do is roll the entire torso. Small movements. Pick it up. Hip back. It's not a big movement. Back and back. You want to stay pointed forward as you do this. Push your toe just a little bit. Doesn't matter. We're not strengthening. We're trying to get movement through there. So if you can push through that toe, if you lift that heel up and push back with the toe to get that hip to move, you're getting more movement out of it. That's the important piece while staying forward. And that's the key. This does nothing. This is the problem we have. When we walk out like this, we're not doing anything but twisting the entire body. We want those hips to have flexibility. Back and back. And when you do it right, it's not easy. It ain't the easiest thing in the world. I'm telling you. Forward, up. You don't, because you're doing it right now. So you totally understand that. And it's really hard to do this and not turn the shoulders. You really have to work at it. But anything worth having is worth working for. Got to put that on a t-shirt. We missed one exercise. I really want to go back to it. So we're going up to the neck. And that's the extension out, straight out. Shoulder blades back right here. Bring the chin out and then tuck it back in again. So it's not chin down to chest. It is staying right here, level with the floor, eyes looking right straight out in front of you. And it's just pulling that head back, using these muscles in the back of the neck. You'll feel them pull. They contract, bringing the head back. And then through the chin, out, in, and out. Hold your shoulders. Hold on to them so that you can get that movement, especially forward, without letting the shoulders go forward as well, because look how much farther I can go. Out and in, straight out, straight back, out and back in. Sorry, I missed that on the top. We had to go back. Such an important exercise. Check it out. We're going to do a rotation. Easy one. Hand on the outside of the thigh. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Told you. I say it 50 times a class. And rotate. And I think I'm doing that because I remind myself. I have to remind myself at the beginning of every exercise. Shoulders back, chest out. Protect the back. Protect the back. Other side. And back to center. You could do these stretches absolutely every day. You get sick of them, but maybe once a week for sure. All right. Shake that out. Roll the shoulders around forward. Roll them back. We're going to do a stretch, but not the hip hinge. We're going to put the hands down toward the floor. Rolling forward. Right here. Concentrate on that chin to chest. That doesn't move. You're going to roll the shoulders forward as you go down. So you're here as you're coming down. You're rolling the shoulders, but not the chin. And then back goes toward the floor. Drop in as far as you can get. So many muscles get stretched on this one. But before you come up, this is the worst one you could do if you try bringing the head up first. Push. Shoulder blades back and up. If we're not thinking about it, we do this and make that lower back do all the work. And we usually do it fast, putting those under tension immediately and then driving them to try to work. Easiest way to strain muscles. All right. Hands down underneath. Grab onto the thighs. Get all the air out of the lungs. Practice this. Shoulder blades back, head up, chest out. Deep breath in as you come up over the top. Stomach out. Exhale. I've already done that a couple times this morning in another class, so it's not so bad. But as I do these more, I try driving that stomach out even more every time. And I get a little more out of it. I can feel a little more stretch. I get a little dizzier because I haven't gotten that much oxygen into the lungs yet. And exhale, bringing the arms back down, getting it up into the brain. But you know, if you get that little dizziness, you're getting oxygen into all your organs, which is so important. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it.